Well, hey guys, today I'm out in the field gear testing two brand new food items that I've seen at my local grocery store recently that blew me away. It's Idahoan, famous for their instant potatoes, but they've come out with two brand new products that I wanted to share with you. Why? Because they're cheap, they're light, you can split it in two and have two meals, and this is what I love to take out in the backcountry. It makes me feel good, I like to cook, and it's a great food item for those cold nights or early mornings with your cup of coffee. So two new products have hit the market, and they're both from Idahoan, which is, we've been buying these for instant potatoes for years, right? So, but I saw hash browns come out. Now you probably know hash browns from them in a milk carton kind of. They're bulky, they're hard to pack. Great idea, but we're not going to put them in our backpack. So I saw these hash browns, and then I'm like, ooh, wait a minute, it's pretty light. The hash browns weigh 3 ounces, and they say you can get 4 servings out of here. The other one is instant soup. Now this weighs 6.6 ounces and says you can get 4 servings out of here. But this looks really cool because I know I can split this probably in at least 2 ways to get them down to 3.3 ounces. And look how small this package is. This is great. It's pretty lightweight. But I get to make soup now in the backcountry, which the other kinds of soup before didn't look really tasty, but this one looks phenomenally tasty. And this is the cheddar broccoli. They also make potato soup. And so I'm going to test both of these out today in the field and see how they taste and see how many servings I can get out of them. Okay, so let's do the soup first, right? Because I'm really hungry and I'm dying to taste this. So the instructions say on the stovetop, heat 4 cups of water. That's going to be easy. I'm going to do 2 cups of water, and I'm going to split this bag in half. So instead of making 6.6, I'm going to make 3.3. Okay, I'm going to see how much I get. And then it says whisk the contents in 1 pouch soup all at once. Reduce heat. Okay, so I can't pour boiling water in here, right? And I don't want to get my pot dirty full of soup stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use an old Mountain House liner bag. I'm going to pour the contents in here. I'm going to pour my boiling water in here, and I'm going to eat this soup right out of the bag and see what it tastes like. So for those who want to know what kind of alcohol stove I use the white box alcohol stove. And then for if you're asking what kind of water filtration I use a Sawyer, but I do not use the Sawyer Mini, and I do not use the Sawyer Squeeze. I use a different brand of Sawyer that's been around for a while. I like it because both ends turn into a female and male part. You can interchange them, and they work great as a gravity feed, and it weighs exactly the same as the Sawyer Squeeze. So if you want that information, you can look on the link below, and I can turn you on to both the white box and the type of Sawyer water filtration system that I use. Okay, so let's taste and see what this tastes like. I'm pretty excited because this is a new product I've never had before. Now remember, I split this in 2. So right now I cooked the 3.3 ounces of food, and I'm telling you, this is definitely a 2-person meal. Absolutely. I'll bet you I could get I bet you I could split it in 3 ways. So let's test it. So yeah, I thought the soup was really super good. It's got the corn, the chunks of corn, the chunks of broccoli in there. It's definitely flavorful. I really love it. Absolutely give it a thumbs up. Awesome. I would definitely put this in my backpack. So I'm going to finish the soup, and I'm going to cook the hash browns. Okay, the hash browns. So the instructions are a little bit different on the hash browns. It actually works a little bit better in some ways, but it's going to be more time consuming in other ways. So You bring only 1 cup of water. You do not have to bring it to a boil. You're just getting it hot, which is the good news. The bad news is you're going to have to let it soak for a while, and then you're going to have to cook it in a frying pan, which I'm going to, but you don't have to. So the directions are: add 1 cup of boiling water or hot water and stir lightly with fork to moisten all the hash browns. Cover and let stand 8 to 10 minutes. So again, I'm using a recycled good-to-go bag. I poured my hash browns in here. I divided it in 2. So I'm not putting 3 ounces, I'm putting 1.5 ounces in there. So I actually have 2 meals out of it now. I'm going to show you exactly how much hash browns it'll cook if you divide this in half. So that takes you at 50 cents a meal. So I put in the good-to-go bag. The other thing too is that after you let it soak for 10 minutes, the directions then say take 2 tablespoons of oil, which I'm going to do. I actually brought my little olive oil, and I am gonna cook them, but you don't have to. That is kind of an added plus. You can eat these things right out of the bag once you've poured hot water in there and you've let it sat for 8 to 10 minutes. You can eat them right out of the bag, okay? And then being cooked uncovered for 4 to 6 minutes until they're golden brown. The only reason you're frying the hash browns is to get them golden brown and crispy. You do not have to do that. They are edible after you put the hot water in here. They may not taste as good, but they're definitely edible. You can definitely eat them. The other thing about the hash browns too is that, and again, I do not recommend cold soaking at all. I think it's stupid, but you could cold soak these. So if you, worst case scenario, if you did not have any kind of heat source, your stove stopped working, you couldn't get a fire going, whatever the case is, you can get hot water. You could pour these in water, let them cold soak, and you could probably eat these, and they would be fine. Again, you pour the hot water and good to go, let them soak 8 to 10 minutes. You can eat them right out of the bag, or you can pan fry them, which I'm going to do because that's just my style, and that's what I like. Here we go. Okay, put a little salt on here, mix it up a little bit. Let's give it a taste. So I did get these pretty golden brown, and that's how they taste. Alright, for sure, these are going in my backpack. Why? Both of these products, I can divide and make multiple meals out of them. If you ever watch any of our videos, it's all about multi-using your gear. What a better way to multi-use your gear than to take one package of food and make multiple meals out of them. This bag I split in 2. This is a 3-ounce bag, so I split into 1.5. This is that would be perfect, probably for a great breakfast, and it gives you all the starch, carbohydrates you need for a good energy day. I'd make this at night too for dinner. You do not have to pan fry it, again, like I said, but I do, because what else do you have to do when you're in the wilderness? So I also enjoy a really good breakfast. Oh, this is the Idahoan soup. It comes in 3 different flavors. The Idahoan hash browns. I know you can get these 10 for 10 in selected grocery stores in your community. It's a great way to multi-use your food. I'm definitely putting it in my backpack, measuring it out, and bringing it on a trip. So I hope you got a kind of a taste on how I cook in the backcountry, but more importantly, how you can take one package of food and make 4 to 5 different meals with it. So you've got your soup and your hash browns now. Thank you so much for watching our videos. We really have a lot of fun making them for you. Again, please subscribe. Hit the like button. We'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to have you a part of our community if you're new to our channel. Again, my name is Scott with the Backpacker TV. Trust the trail. Get out there. Have fun. And we'll see you guys on the trail. It's hard to believe that nobody else was here experiencing my gourmet type of cooking in the backcountry. I'm sure some wildlife will show up later.